Yo, what is happening today? It is a brand new day, and this is actually the best day because we actually exist. We're actually here right now. We're actually experiencing life. You and me, if you're watching this, you're experiencing life and you're a human being, and it's a good day. It's a good day. And so, we about to shine, and we're going to have a really good conversation. And what I'm going to call these are inspired talks. Like inspired talks because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to live by inspiration, not motivation, not obligation, but live from the spirit. And that's what I want to share with you guys today. And what we're going to be talking about is we about to talk about the unknown. It's something that we experience every day. It's what we wake up to every day. Every day is unknown. And we know nothing about this day. That's why I like to say it's a brand new day. But this is what I've been noticing this week. It's like we're always stepping into the unknown. And because it's unknown, our mind tends to make up stories and scenarios to make it really scary. But the unknown is actually amazing because it's fresh, it's new, we don't know what's going to happen. And it's a space for infinite possibilities. Unlimited things can happen in the unknown. And so when we get comfortable with that, when we start to recognize that we're always in that experience, and when we're able to be with our experience, we make the unknown not so scary because this is unknown. We exist in the unknown right now. We're literally on a rock ball in outer space, flying through space, and we're always facing the unknown. So I just want to make it more comfortable. I want to make it more normal to be in the unknown. It's not normal, but I want to make it something that's easy to navigate. And that's what I want to share today. So stay tuned and we're going to shine. Got chased by this dog. I thought it was gonna get me. First a little chihuahua came out, and then this dude came out, and I was like, I gotta go. And so now I'm here between the dog and the rock, and I'm about to get out of here. So this is the thing about the unknown. I didn't know those dogs were gonna chase me actually. So if I would have knew that, I probably wouldn't have been exploring either because I would have had fear. But so this is a cool thing. It's like when we have the ability to face the unknown, we get to go through all these adventures without fear, actually, without any expectations, with no knowing of what's going to happen, and we get to experience life. Like, that's the thing about facing the unknown. It's like we actually get to experience life because life is actually unknown. There's nothing to know about life, actually. We make up all ideas and concepts and conceptualize things, but it's like that's when we create fear, and that's when we create limits because the mind only knows so much, actually. But our experience is actually infinite. And if we're only living through our mind and for our mind, we'll always be limited and we'll never get to experience life. And people are enjoying themselves and laughing. Like, it's unlimited. We don't know what's going to happen from day to day. So it's like the idea of facing the unknown is not really about like bunkering down and putting on your boots and your backpack and your knee pads to face the unknown. It's realizing that we're always experiencing the unknown. And the more that we're able to settle into it, the more that we see that we're actually okay. It don't matter what's happening. We're actually okay in the unknown. Like, how cool is it? We have a greater chance of responding to life when we're not fearing the unknown or we're not projecting what might happen or what we know to happen, because we actually get to respond how life is showing up to us. And that's the best way to respond because, like, this is a funny analogy how when we have a mindset that's set in stone and we say this is the way that it has to be, it doesn't allow us to respond to life in the moment. And so this is the only thing that I can come up with, and this is a really funny analogy. So it's like someone said they're going to throw you something. They're going to actually throw you something, and then you come up with the idea, they're going to throw me a basketball. They're going to throw me a basketball. They have to throw me a basketball. This is random. I don't know why you would think it's a basketball. So you get a net, and you get a net that's big enough to catch a basketball, and this net actually has big holes in it because the basketball is big and the basketball can't go through these holes. But this person actually throws you a tennis ball. And so you got your big net, and they throw you a tennis ball, and you're not able to catch the tennis ball in the net because your holes are too big. So you decided that they're going to throw you they're going to throw you a basketball, and so you got a big net, but they actually threw you a tennis ball, and the ball goes through the net. That's a funny analogy, but that is how we can't respond to life when we have these ideas of this is what's going to happen and this is what should happen. But on the opposite side, it's like, okay, they're going to throw me something. So you just wait for what they're going to throw you, and then you pull out the right net for it instead of having the net that's only for the basketball. That's the difference. That is the difference of knowing what's going to happen in life and then responding to life. When you respond to life in the moment, you have everything that you need. You will see that you have everything you need when you be with the experience of being in the unknown. You'll see that you have everything that you need. Our body is brilliant. Your mind is brilliant. We are more resilient than we think that we are, but we have to give ourselves the ability and the space to be resilient in the unknown. And what this analogy points to is that we can't know all the outcome. We can't know all the variables. And if we're trying to use our limited thinking to come up with all the variables, that just doesn't work because our thinking is limited. We only know so much, and if we rely on that, we'll never be open to what can happen. And it prevents us from actually responding to life in the moment because, yet again, we have what it takes. We'll know what to do in the moment, so we don't have to hold ourselves back with our limited thinking. And so you know the vibe. So you know I've been experiencing these Mexico vibes for about 3 months now. I think it's actually 4 months, but like this whole experience has been unknown and it's been infinite. And like the fact that I was kind of able to embrace the unknown, and even though I didn't like, dude, going to a different country to meet a girl that you've been in a relationship for 15 months over the phone for the first time and then staying together, like that's super unknown, but it's like, it's been the greatest gift to my life. It's been the best experience of my life, being able to navigate the unknown, and it just showed me like, it's not as scary as we make it out to be. This is a cool thing. We're always expanding and we're always growing. And it's actually kind of scary because oftentimes we're expanding into something new, something that we don't know. And it's very interesting. I just had this experience this month where I feel like that I'm expanding. My life is calling me to do something different. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what it looks like. And it's so easy to go down the drain of the mind because the mind starts to make up scary things like, oh my God, I don't know what's going to happen next. I don't know what I want. This. But it's not, that's not that. It's just that I'm expanding into a new level. And absolutely it's unknown, but I don't have to know what it looks like for me to continue to expand. And I don't have to pull back because I don't know what it looks like. We're naturally expanding and we're naturally growing. And when we're able to be with our experience right now and not go down the rabbit holes of the mind, we're able to see that we'll be guided and we're able to respond to life. Because life is going to show you exactly where you need to go. I don't have to know the steps, but life has me, and I rest in that because I've got this far, and I don't know how I got here. I do know how I got here, but I haven't planned every step. I haven't known every outcome. I've just taken the steps, and so when we're able to listen to that internal navigation system, we can expand into the unknown. We can go into the unknown and know that we're being taken care of, and we have everything that we need. There's this quote: "If only human beings can learn to not be scared of their experience." And not the experience of the future, because there is no future experience. The experience that we're creating right now with our thinking and all the scary feelings that come up with that. When we project all these scary things into the future, we feel it right now and we think that it's the future, but it's never the future. It's just our momentary thinking about the future. And so if we can learn to not be scared of our thinking, we'll see that how unlimited that we are. Because oftentimes when we get scared of our thinking, and we think that it's something outside of us, we try to run from that experience, and we're never able to see how infinite and how large and how vast that we really are. We get sucked into these small experiences thinking that it's who we are. It's not who we are. We're vast. Experience actually flows through us. We are the now moment. The greatest gift to the human being is our ability to thrive in the unknown and our resilience. Our ability to wake up every day and go into something that we don't know. And as we come back home to that, and as we see that we are resilient, even though that our experience is scary, that's true liberation right there. I don't have to be afraid of my experience because I see what my experience is made of. It was really cool because I was talking to a client this week and we we're talking about this thing. It's like, what if I didn't have to be afraid of my experience? And she was sharing that she was about to do something and she noticed that fear came up. And she asked herself, she said, do I have to be afraid? Do I have to be afraid of the thing that I think that I fear? And it's like, that is like transformational because it's like, do we have to be afraid of the things that we think that we fear? And why do we even fear these things? Because of something happened in the past. But if we're not living in the past and we're living right now, we see that the fear is not real and I don't have to be afraid. Like, how powerful is that? So that's it. That's all I wanted to share. Is I wanted to share that we have options, and options bring hope. I can feel different. I can be different. I can see different. I can live a totally different life. I can change. I can be transformed. And that's all I want to share. Like, you can choose to shine. I've been saying that for the longest time. You can choose to shine because you have options. It's not limited. And the only reason it looks limited is because we can only think this far. But there are way more options outside of our thinking. This is unlimited. We don't have to hold back. There are more options. When we allow ourselves to expand and grow, that's just what we do. That's who we are, actually. You are eternity. You are infinite. You are now. Allow yourself to be that. That's it. Thanks for tuning in today. Be you. Shine. I'll see you next time. Peace.